Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts back cover. We're already halfway there.
Okay, I just want to say these are transitions for like the case of forteller things are really good. They're really slick. I do like that.
All right.
Well, like if you go back, it's then the case of Era. Like it's him walking up, and on his sign you see it's like, oh, case of Era, and I really like that. I'm like,
But don't be shy.
I didn't catch that the first time I watched that. I don't think I actually caught it until I was editing this.
Speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
This girl also helps the theory that they're reincarnations, because she is kind of like Aqua in a lot of ways. So not just the blue, but certain stuff she does in the movie.
It's a little.
And you can even tell like a Ced's Keyblade is very it reminds me of Terra's Keyblades a lot. So so how is that gonna like in the reincarnation theory? I can guess like Envy is Aqua, Ced's Terra. So like I'm guessing Ava's the fox girl, right?
Yeah, Kyrie.
Yeah. I'm guessing Era's Riku, I guess.
I'm not sure. Era kind of reminds me of Terra as well. It's weird.
So who? I guess I'm just wondering who Sora is then.
I thought Sora was Gula. Gula reminds me more of Sora when he does Ventus.
I could see more of a Roxas from Gula.
Roxas.
Roxas. Your heart's filled with nonsense, or this man speaks nonsense.
2 hours later.
I would should have does edit in like the DDD or like scrolls from the days in there. I didn't even think about it.
Imagine being someone living in Daybreak Town and walking past this. Like, how fucking confused would you be?
Very confused.
Why are these furries shouting at each other?
Oh no, the clan's back.
Because the furries are in their warehouse again.
We kind of talked about this last time, but literally what this movie is, it's kind of just like a politics movie in a way. It's like, oh, I want my union to be more powerful, and there's a traitor and all that stuff, you know, like.
Anyway,
A Ced really just wants to put a wall in Daybreak Down, or around Daybreak Down.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
And then Gula's like, I'm with him.
I'm
I had a feeling it would come to this. So,
I know this is a really dumb question. So, I'm guessing a Ced's the Trump of this universe. Envy's the Hillary, and
oh god.
Era's the Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Era doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out.
The thing about it is they are trying to find this traitor, but like I said earlier, if they really would just like, they kind of bring this up, which I do like, is they really don't have a way to prove who the traitor is. Like they can't just summon like the Cherith and prove it, which I that's kind of smart, and I do like that, but.
Because they all have, because like there are tons of Kirithis, every wielder has one.
Strictly forbidden by the master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear.
Okay, can I say something about Gula? Like, he's a bit of a sarcastic arsehole. I don't really like him.
Gula.
He's not like a funny sarcastic asshole. Like Mom is like the best of them, but I need to start calling him Jet Jaguar. I keep calling him Gula, and I'm like, I like Jet Jaguar more, even though he's not a jaguar. He's I forgot what he was, a leopard, I think.
You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Aced.
By the way, arsehead.
I haven't talked to Era.
See, this is a problem. Like I said last time, they're hiding stuff from each other, which isn't gonna work out, and it's just gonna make things worse. And I get why they do this for like a story reason, because they end up they'll have to fight eventually. But
What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out.
Where are all the Keyblade wielders? I'd be super curious if it's just like a fucking open warehouse with like the masters just talking in it for no reason.
And together we can
disobey the master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The master bestowed each of us.
And do we ever find out what this darkness is? Because I don't think we ever really see it.
Maintain the balance of power.
What do you mean?
He told us that any imbalance.
Like, what is this? Did they bring that up in? Is it? I'm guessing it's just like Heartless or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's just typical Kingdom Hearts.
It's you who has been tainted by darkness.
So, okay, is this movie before or is it during Unchained?
Darkness?
It's during Unchained. It's during certain events of
Spy on
Unchained.
us and report everything you see back to Era. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because
The
that
only
is
shit
your
which is
role.
in Unchained itself,
Observe us,
like,
yes.
obviously the
Not
part
to
we see
disclose
from the
everything you
fortellers
say
we
and
don't
do
see.
to Era.
The part later on where two characters fight, we do see in the phone game. The box shit isn't in the phone game at all.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's about it. When we see Ephema later on, is it now? It might be now. Oh right, good timing. Yeah, this is in the phone game. Like word for word.
So, who is this? Oh, I mean, he's gonna pop up, but who is this Ephemera guy?
What it's kind of weird. So basically,
Master Alva.
he's just a Keyblade wielder. Like depending on what in the phone game, depending on what union you're in, he's always in the opposite one. And basically, there's like a secret in Daybreak Town which he wants to find out.
Why the long face?
And like he disappears for some reason, like for ages in the phone game. And he joins a force called the Dandelions, which Ava brings up later on. That's what her task is. Because if you noticed earlier, Mom told her to create a new army of Keyblade wielders and send them to another world to avoid war. And that's where Ephema goes. And spoilers, that's where you go at the end of Season 1.
Just because the master said so?
You become part of the Dandelions. What player character.
I remember when I first saw his design, I got really scared. Because I'm like, oh, he has the silver hair. He kind of reminds me of Xehanort. And I was like, oh, he's going to be Xehanort. I get the feeling.
I actually like his design.
I do too. It's the scarf. I think it's kind of
Yeah,
what helps it.
scarves make everything better.
Now, I know there's another character who's kind of like him, named Scold, who's apparently really important in Unchained.
Yeah, she's only just appeared in the English version.
Think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today.
I think that's the reason they only made this movie with the fortellers, which I think they could have got around with this with him, but they can't obviously do like create a character because that just wouldn't work for a movie.
We discussed this before. I think I've brought this up to you, but just pick a default look for the player character, and I really want them to be a secret boss in 3.
Oh, that would be cool.
I think it would be great if.
Or I was gonna say they can make a workaround where it's like you use your phone to connect it to the PS4.
Yeah. Or you could just like be someone from Unchained, because the way they fight with medals and stuff would be pretty cool.
Yeah, they could use him. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
Why don't you do a Data style fight where you just fight each of the fortellers?
Then
oh, that would be actually really cool.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you.
It wasn't nice talking to
I know it's
you.
got you down, but please cheer up.
thank you.
Where is everyone?
It's so empty.
If the worst
This is the
happens,
most like it's a ghost town. Like it's just kind of
the
creepy.
future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do.
Foreshadowing!
Let the wind.
I remember when the E3 trailer came out for this, and they're like, "Oh, there's a traitor." Both of us thought it was gonna be Fox Girl.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
because she's a fox and she showed up at random spots in the trailer, like, "Oh, she's the traitor."
This manga sucks.
I like the anime more.
Yeah.
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after
How come he keeps reading the same 2 pages? He's not even reading the book.
Why is that?
You think Ira's a sub or dub kind of guy?
Unification is a means of gathering strength.
Ira
to
seems
oppose
like a-
darkness.
Era's a sub, Ased's a
His
dub.
heart
That's where it all comes from.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the master.
You like subs?
Yes,
That was
His
foolish.
teachings are absolute.
I can't believe Funimation messed up the
Try to
dub.
persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking.
And Envy, she likes both. She's like, I like whichever one is the better quality voice acting.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
I prefer watching
And one
series
more thing.
such as what's a good
set has begun to
sub-series?
question
But
the two of us. As a precaution, my report
there's a lot
will
of
be
good
less
subs here.
frequent.
I prefer watching
Don't want
JoJo's
to
Bizarre
get the wrong
Adventure and
idea.
sub, but Cowboy
Please
Bebop,
understand.
that's a
Yes, I
dub.
do.
FMA is also a dub for me. I don't know. Both are good, but I like the dub more.
See, he's not even reading it. I bet he can't even read.
So this is a dark side, huh?
Yes.
It's still true. Dark side's in every game. He's in this movie, so he shows up multiple times. Well, he shows up in the intro, and he shows up in
Play that same song.
See, I told you when they play this same song multiple times, and I really don't even think it's that good of a song. But
It's just typical background fodder, innit?
Simply, entered
I
this
wish I
session
could have
thinking
somehow
that
threw
the
music,
darkness
just random
is
music into this instead, and just okay, you don't have to listen to
In
this.
fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless.
You just got in it, you fucking idiot.
But
What
I
you
think
on
it's
about?
assumed it's been a little bit after that. That's how I interpreted it. But
is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Don't be sarcastic in front of the big buff dude, idiot.
But
I mean, you might be Jaguar, but
I
still,
already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
you're fired.
And that's
You
exactly
You're fired. Hand in your foreteller badge and gun.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
See, that's a very Roxas thing.
Yeah, because that's another line. Is that Sora or Rock? That's Sora, isn't it?
No, it's Roxas when he's talking to Axel, I think.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. You're probably right, but I want to do my
It
research.
reminds me of that scene where it's Roxas is leaving the world that never was, and Axel's he's like, oh, they're gonna destroy you, and he's like, nobody would miss me. It reminds me of that a lot. I think if the reincarnation thing's true, that's probably Roxas. How that makes sense, I don't know, but you know. Also, the case thing back there, it's really clever.
No.
I can't find it. No, I'm pretty sure in Blank Points Riku says it to Sora. Well, he says is your mind made up? Because that's when Sora says they need me or some
just
shit.
kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit.
Also,
I was
0.2
just
rec.
testing you.
Oh, okay. I'll just say this about 0.2. It retcons Blank Point, and I don't like that.
Allow me
That's
to
all
tell
I'll
you
say.
about your role.
Tell me about that after, because I don't know what you're talking about, so.
Yeah. Okay.
What? You're his right-hand man, what do you mean?
Well, Vera's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see.
See, do you notice they always read the same 2 pages?
They do. I think that's only just one model, probably.
What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
Okay, so we never find out where the Masters of Masters went. Where do you think he went after this?
No.
In the box, which we'll see later, his heart is in there.
You
That's
really
what I
wanna
think it
be
is,
leader,
yeah.
Huh? Well, I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say.
Also, this is a random thing to bring up, but if you go back to the beginning of the first episode, and the Masters of Masters is walking away, he has his hands in the Xehanort pose whenever he walks around, which a lot of people think he's Xehanort somehow.
When he walks away.
You don't hear him say, "Take this box."
I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agree that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching
Also,
us?
another thing that some people made a theory, well, not theory, it's...
I'm
trying to get out what I'm looking for here. I'll just say it this way. There's 7 of these guys, and there's the 7 deadly sins. A lot of people have compared that between them.
Yeah, I think that's like
Disappear?
the intention.
Why? Where?
That's a very anime thing to do, because a lot of shows do that.
Oh, we just went past my favourite scene where Asa's just staring at him like an idiot. And The Master and Master is like, I thought you didn't hear
In any
me.
case, you need to support Ira.
I do kind of. We talked about this on Skype one day, but I'm not a big fan of like the spin-off games, but I would not mind at all if the Master and Masters got his own game, because I love him. He makes this movie without a doubt, and you can tell. Is it Ray Chase? Is that what his name was?
Yeah, Ray Chase. Yeah.
You can tell he had a lot of fun recording
That's
this.
the most important one. Capiche? Shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory.
Yeah, but hey,
Sometime
that's
later
just a
you might think,
theory.
He's terrible at this. In which case, it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role.
Don't you fight a Said and Unchained?
So far, I think you do. Not yet in the English version. You fight Ava. That's all I've fought so
It's
far.
time for me to fulfill my true role.
I will say this, I don't like a lot of the transitions in this movie. Like that one with his face coming out. There's the one for Ava later on, which is horrendously bad. But look at this! We finally get a real fight scene in one of these movies. Another reason why Back Cover is one of the better movies. Well, it's only got Days and Recoded to compete with. But, like, we may have talked about this, we may not, I don't remember. One of the big reasons that Back Cover is better, not because just visually, it's condensed into, like, a reasonable format. Also, this fight scene reminds me a lot of, the one in BBS between Terra and Aqua a lot. Also symbolic.
You need to come to your senses.
So when is a Said gonna like show up with like a glove on his hand and just start shooting fire out?
Light will expire.
Because you know it fits because her name's Envy. I didn't think about
Grim
that.
Future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
Yes.
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
It's so weird because like I don't really agree with the Said, but like I mean I somewhat agree. And somewhat
I don't agree with his method, but he seems to be the only one who's actually actively trying to stop it, whereas everyone else is just accepting their fate.
Yeah, which is dumb, I think.
If you didn't believe the reincarnation theory now, the Aqua lookalike is using water. It's a terrible day for rain.
And I think a Said uses, doesn't he use like earth or ground magic or something too? So yeah, the Terra thing's even more similar.
Ava, over here!
Do you remember in the first trailer, it looked like he was hiding from her, and everyone was like speculating why, but he actually wasn't.
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably. No, that's not true.
It's that random player over there.
Ava, there's no time to lose.
I like how he's sweating, that's a nice detail.
You can tell like a lot of work did go into this. Like visually, it looks really good.
This isn't... Why do they all have the same skin tone? Do you know what?
Yeah, they're all kind of like tannish a little bit.
Yeah, tannish pinkish, it's weird.
I really like that the town's kind of destroyed. I really like that.
What if someone lived there?
They don't now.
Yes, fuck them.
Fuck you, NPC 2073.
Wow, the anime was better. This manga sucks.
What kind of manga do you think they have in Kingdom Hearts?
Fucking hell. They probably fucking, they probably read the Sword Art Online one if there is one. Or were they books? They were books first.
Well, see, this is in the past, so I'm gonna say, I'm trying to think what we'll say DBZ or Dragon Ball, I guess. That's a younger, well, older one, I guess.
No.
Which would fit, because the anime is better than the manga, so.
Ah, here it is.
If he wants to return back to the library, he's fucked now.
Yeah, he is. Oh, this is a random thing. I have, when I used to buy, like, the Sonic comics, they have some, like, in the archives and stuff. And I have one I bought off Amazon where somebody stole it from the library. I'm like, well, that's never getting sent back. I've had it for years.
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
See, when they first revealed this for a minute, I thought, oh, so Jet Jaguar is the real traitor then. But I'm like, well,
You must
that doesn't
find
work.
the traitor hidden among you and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you
If you're following the movie, I think you can, when I say my theory towards the end, I think you're gonna kind of realize it from this cutscene alone.
The traitor. It's brilliant.
way to steal my thunder, show off. It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the
I do like that it does try to fix some of the plot holes that they kind of have in the series. I will say that.
Oh, you're right.
But it does the thing too, it raises more questions, so...
Can I say, it's so nice seeing a Kingdom Hearts game without default face. Even if it is just cutscenes.
I think the masks kind of help that, so...
Act normal and keep focused.
Because this isn't... But 0.2 kind of has it, in one scene in particular.
Not really. It's not... Arthur meme.